We need to have law and order, but when does it go too far? Although America is referred to as the land of the free, it has become one of the most oppressive police states in the world. And it's not just the adult citizens that are affected. The age of political correctness has reshaped public education. You can't have Jesus. He could be with Al-Qaeda. Hell, you can't even have an American flag.
Showing some patriotic pride for a class assignment got a California teenager a shocking reaction from her teacher. 13-year-old Taryn Hathaway drew an American flag like this one.
Just a few decades ago, the school day began with a Pledge of Allegiance to a flag displayed in every classroom. Times have changed.
When her teacher saw the picture, the teacher told Taryn, "You can't draw that. That's offensive." Meantime, the same teacher apparently praised the picture of President Obama drawn by another student in the class. So Taryn, the teacher says, "Okay, let's draw anything you want." Why did you decide to do the American flag?
Because I felt like I have my freedom of speech, so I just drew whatever I wanted to, and I decided to draw the American flag.
All right, and the teacher walked by, looked over your shoulder, and they really said, "That's offensive, you can't do it"?
Yeah.
Why do you think they said that? What was the teacher talking about?
She just said it was offensive. She never said why it was offensive.
Residents can't display American flags in many apartment complexes, even in the form of a bumper sticker on a car. Firefighters who put their lives on the line every day to protect citizens of this nation cannot display the American flags on their lockers. When political correctness drives the people of a nation to consider its own flag offensive, there can be little doubt things have gotten way out of control. In the so-called land of the free, citizens have virtually no privacy. Cameras are everywhere, even in school bathrooms, showers, and locker rooms. It's sold to the people under the guise of keeping them safe. After all, the government is there to help them, right?
A story that has outraged parents and students right across this country. A Philadelphia district, or school district, is accused of spying on students while they were at home by using webcams on school-issued laptop computers. One family sued, and now we're finding out that the number of photos taken of unsuspecting students may be in the thousands.
These pictures taken of 15-year-old Blake Robbins in his own room without his knowledge sparked outrage for this Pennsylvania family. Some of the photos even show Robbins getting undressed.
Oh my God, they're videotaping my son in his room, and that was shocking.
The family just released email exchanges from school officials showing them marveling at the software, saying images taken of students were, quote, like a little soap opera. One staffer who's now on paid leave is quoted as replying, "I know, I love it."
I thought it was astonishing that they could do that and that they would do that and get a kick out of it.
Families of other students spied on are outraged, as over 1,000 pictures have been taken of students without their knowledge.
Do you have any access to get the photographs back, or do you know how far they've gone, or have they gone viral? Have you seen them pop up anywhere?
We're not really sure because they claim that some of them were deleted, but our attorney is looking to see if they can be retrieved because apparently some of the pictures, my son was undressed, and we're not really sure where those pictures are right now.
And how are things at school, by the way?
It's a little awkward when I see my assistant principal thinking that, she's seen me naked, she's seen me sitting in my room.
This is all part of training you to give up more and more of your rights. Americans are now required to go through naked body scanners just to get on an airplane. These scanners produce a three-dimensional digital image of your naked body, clearly showing your genitals, breasts, and every flaw or perfection of your body right down to the pores in your skin. You may be going to Hawaii, but your image is going home with a TSA pervert. Airport security agents have already been caught uploading these images to the internet, some of which were images of movie stars, athletes, and other celebrities. In addition to the huge invasion of privacy, the scanners hit you with radiation, of which medical experts say is like getting 40 chest x-rays at once, each and every time you go through one of these scanners. But it's all to keep you safe. The media trends have encouraged tattoos. They make it all the easier to identify you, after all. Think your tattoo parlor is on your side? As part of the Know Your Customer policy, tattoo shops are reporting information on their own customers directly to the FBI. And the big telecommunications corporations are willingly turning over all your data to law enforcement. Thinking about having a yard sale? Better be sure you have permission, or they'll shut you down. If you have permission to have a yard sale, be sure to check the consumer recall records on everything you're selling. One violation of selling a toxic Chinese-made toy that's been recalled could get you thousands of dollars in fines. We live in an age where a good Samaritan pushes 3 people out of the way of an oncoming truck, gets struck by the vehicle himself, suffers severe bleeding in the brain and numerous broken bones, and he is given not a medal for his sacrifice, but a jaywalking ticket. The IRS and other governmental agencies now routinely surf MySpace, Facebook, and other online social networking pages for anything they can use against you. The children are being acclimated to the draconian society too. From speed cameras to cops posing as panhandlers and utility workers, the system is cracking down on citizens harder than ever in these rough economic times. But it gets a lot worse than creative enforcement. DNA samples are now required to get into many colleges or to get a job. And God forbid somebody protest the endless wars. What happens when excessive enforcement turns into outright brutality?
Exclusively along with her attorney Terry Hoffman. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Audrey, let's just go back over this for a moment. The police officer stops you. He says it's because you're on your cell phone. You explain to him, no, actually I was just leaning my hand. That's what it was. And he won't listen to that. He then says, well, whatever, you're also guilty of speeding. Right. Take me from that point on.
Well, I think that I was driving with my hand on my cheek, and I think that that's what he saw. And after I had given him the chance to look in my purse, check for a cell phone, then he manufactured the ticket with speeding. And again, I told him that he was, wrong. I wasn't speeding either. And then we went back and forth, and I said I wanted to see the tape. I wanted him to show me that I had been speeding. I knew that he was lying. I knew that I wasn't speeding. I knew that I wasn't on the cell phone, and I wanted him to show me the tape.
Did you get belligerent with him at all?
Not at all. Not at all. I never swore. My hands were not,
flailing or whatever.
Flailing away. I posed no threat to him.
And is that when he presented the taser in front of you, as you were approaching his car?
Well, I never moved from my vehicle. I just stepped out. As a matter of fact, he came towards me rather than I going towards him.
Falsely charged, tasered twice, and arrested. That should teach this mother not to pick up her kids from school.